हेलो। यहाँ पे छोड़ा था, अभी कैसल में कुछ ढूंढना था पहले मेरे को, लेकिन सबसे पहले अपना सेटिंग में वाइब्रेशन ऑफ करूँगा कंट्रोलर का। यही कंट्रोलर को प्रॉब्लम करता है। ठीक है, आप एक सेकंड बस। हाँ चलो बस ये स्किट देख लेता हूँ इसका।
Spot something?
Oh,
Armored guards.
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
it's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay in.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go.
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend them. Is it just me? I felt...
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order...
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get an...
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks.
What? What?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say,
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often... At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even
बहुत
more...
बढ़िया काम ऊपर हो शुरू हो गया। जब स्ट्रीमिंग शुरू कर दो तभी होता है।
Salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes.
Wow.
you can always count on Kisara.
चलो अब चलते कैसल के अंदर और ढूंढने की कौन क्या कर रहा है। टिल द सनराइज का सेकंड हाफ जब से मतलब सारे मेंबर्स की रिक्रूट कर लिया उसके बाद से ज़्यादा मज़ा आ रहा है। पहला हाफ थोड़ा स्लो था पर अब ज़्यादा मज़ा आ रहा है गेम में। अभी तक दिन दिखा रहा है यार। अच्छा अभी तक तो मैं पहुंचा ही नहीं उधर शायद।
Are we really gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do...
ढूंढना पड़ेगा लिटरली। तो मार्कर तो दे दो भाई। चलो ठीक है कोई ना। मेन टावर में और शायद क्या मालूम। ये रहा। तो ये तो रानन सो रहा है।
Very well.
Well,
Hey,
Pardon me.
What? Very unexpected battle.
does not realize who we are?
doesn't seem that way. You must think we're just Danans from the town.
whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourself.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
Will this help? Let the marksman handle this. Healing circle. Where are you going?
Can't get out of here.
Firmament Ranger.
Eternal devastation.
Mega Ray.
अरे अरे अरे।
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Here's a healing gate.
तो तरीके के बहुत पास कर दिया मैंने. डेड हो दीजिए.
Yeah.
Hey. You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you. Dohalim?
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
I've talked to the
Ganye
soldiers and made
West.
it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Ganeth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But... I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
क्या कलर भाई
We're fighting against
वॉइस बिल्कुल
anyone who
मैच नहीं
tries
करती इस
to take what
गाने
doesn't
की
belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our
एकदम से
ability
चेंज हो
to
गया भाई
think and
पहले भूख
speak
लग रही थी
freely
अब एकदम
again.
से पता नहीं क्या ही हो गया इससे
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
Kanye West, let's go.
What's the matter, Keys?
Oh, no, nothing.
Right.
Indeed. That is part of it. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel...
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen. But treated cruelly or...
Lenegus aside, there are still remnants of Renans.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords?
Of course not. And if we don't, there's still a lot we don't know about the Renan ruler. But there is one thing, whatever we do to finally end it.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the...
But we have to at least try to change course.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years, but all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're... done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over... living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help.
आधी सिटी तो पूरी लॉक्ड है क्या फायदा भाई लेवल 2 चलता है भाई साइड क्वेस्ट दे रहे हैं लोग
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little
Well... Hey! Got it!
देख वापस जाऊंगा तो मारूंगा कुछ और नहीं है
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not.
Oh, that's so typical of you. At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows...
I know that. But our hands are tied right now.
Look, you're...
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Then why?
Please just drop it.
All right.
I'm sorry.
इन ओके यहाँ पे भी इन है.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
ये मस्त एकदम भाई. बाकी सब लोग ये लोग अपना काम करते रहते हैं, बाकी लोग को नहीं फर्क पड़ता है. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो भाई अपना अपग्रेड देख लूँ. वो भाई ये कर सकता हूँ मैं. वाओ फाइनली कुछ किया ढंग का. मेरे को ये करने के लिए चाहिए रहेगा. आ गया ये करने के लिए. नहीं ये नहीं, ये नेवर माइंड, सारे तो माइनस में ही है ऑलमोस्ट. ये कर सकता हूँ, इसके लिए मुझे ये चाहिए रहेगा. तो मैं काम करता हूँ, इसको लेता हूँ, फिर अब ये ले लेता हूँ. जी चलो हो गया यहाँ पे काम अपना.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
एक्सेसरी भी देख लूँ. ओ ये क्या है? वेट लेट मी सेव. By sacrificing an accessory, you can बाद में देखूंगा भाई. पर ढंग की कोई एक्सेसरी है क्या? फ्लीट फुट किससे चाहिए रहेगा मेरे को कुछ ढंग के लिए. चलो अब ऑब्जेक्टिव पे चल लेते हैं. भाई मरा पड़ा है.
No way. All right. Having to inform a mother or son. Undying isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who?
यहाँ पे से तो आए ना शायद. ऐसा आई थिंक वहाँ से आए. कहाँ जाना है? वहाँ नहीं, वहाँ पे चिकन है. आगे जाना है गैस. पर यहाँ से तो घुसा हूँ मैं. इधर है क्या कहीं?
I think someone's calling out for us.
नहीं
They
फर्क
could have
पड़ता.
something they need from us.
इन में जाना है क्या? Let's go and try and
Looks like we get to sleep with a
मैं
roof
रेस्ट
over
कर
our-
लेता हूँ ना. क्या ही चाहेगा.
This shall suffice.
स्ट्रेंज ऑफ पैराडाइज का भाई डेमो रिलीज नहीं हो रहा भाई इंडिया में. वो मुझे आइटम्स खरीदने थे. थैंक यू याद आ गया. ओके ये नहीं. दस ले लेता हूँ ये. देखूं तो इस पे एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क, अच्छा न्यू आइटम होगा ना आई गेस। अब देखूं मैं जरा कंज्यूमेबल्स में भाई कितने कम चीज़ें हैं। लेमन जेल ले लेता हूँ, 10-15 ले लेता हूँ ये। आई गेस इतना इनफ होगा।
Did we really just spend that much money?
Gonna cry about it है। हेलो, कहाँ जाना है यही नहीं मालूम मुझे। उधर जाना है क्या? ट्राई कर लेता हूँ।
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like our cue to step in and help.
टाउन से एक बार निकल के देखते हैं भाई। मैं बहुत कंफ्यूज्ड हूँ, किधर जाना है?
Wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
We should be able to cook here.
मैं कंफ्यूज्ड हूँ क्या करना है अब। साइड क्वेस्ट ही कर लेता हूँ भाई, ऐसे कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो आना नहीं चाहिए। कितना दूर है? यहाँ पे बाद में करूँगा, बहुत दूर है। ऊपर जाना है क्या?
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
ऊपर ही आना था क्या? टाइम वेस्ट किया, बोल देता ना।
Do you sense one of your
या तो मैंने
friends,
गलत
Zoodle?
सुना।
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way
आउटसाइड पहले गेम,
people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
तुमने बाहर जाना है।
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
तो सिटी और एक्सप्लोरेबल होता तो कितना अच्छा होता भाई। बहुत ज़्यादा क्लोज्ड है ये सिटी। इससे ज़्यादा तो वो था एक्सप्लोरेबल, क्या नाम है, एल्डन मेनेंसिया।
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's nothing that'll be too hard to deal with.
पर लग रहा है कोई पता नहीं कौन सी तो फैंटेसी मूवी से है ये। काफ़ी अच्छा कूल लग रहा है।
Okay, off we go.
You guys want to rest here?
कोई लड़ाई
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alvin.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right?
Something's
I don't know if I would say that. My people, we lived in hiding. So we never really experienced the full extent of after Almadria killed my mother and father, though. But then I think of all those people who were born in...
I hear you. Every city we've been to,
When it comes down to it,
you can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But I guess what I'm
no, I get it. I never thought, but hearing you say it, it makes sense.
चलो
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the...
What?
What? क्या हुआ? अब आ रहे हैं क्या वो लेने के इससे बोलो
What's that noise?
Alvin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
ओ भाई साहब वाईफाई केबल स्विच आती पानी के अंदर
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing...
It seems they've broken their side. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what?
Astral energy.
Are you serious?
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Huh?
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsef too. You saw her, right, Shion?
मुझे क्यों नहीं याद?
Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelegion.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Heros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What?
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms.
It's too calculated.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back.
Yeah.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair...
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus.
Where are these Forland Mountains exactly?
मैं बता पाता हूँ क्या
Those
जो
are
है
the
वो.
mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
वो एकदम लेफ्ट में है.
something.
You guys want to rest here?
अभी तो निकले भाई. आइटम दिख रहा है क्या? I don't think so. चलो. नहीं. ऊपर वापस काम चालू हो गया भाई. माइक म्यूट करना पड़ेगा लगता है.
Armored soldiers.
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Oh! Orion to Volron!
Lay down your arms and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free.
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic. Pieces!
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
This one's mine.
Eternal Damnation! Swallow Blade!
Searing flame.
Too much! Not today!
Light Burst 4!
Radiant Genesis. You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword, and with my thorn.
Shia.
Lightning orb. Lightning of death. Flame of fury. Lightning orb.
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on up, Wolverine.
They smite with their strong blade. Here I come! It's over! Prosecution! Eternal
Divine.
Eternal
Impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
Then I'll have to keep training.
Ignite!
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if we can't depend on them?
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
It's over!
Denied!
Take this!
Glacial spear. Feel my evil.
Show thy mystic mercy!
Freezelet.
That was easy.
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah. I'm fine. Let's go.
चलो भाई नया डंजन मोस्ट लाइकली डंजन ही होगा.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's
No.
in a bright and shiny mood.
Something feels... odd here. Tell me, Alphen.
I was wondering the same thing too, actually.
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Danon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's incredible, and also
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler. Only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate...
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now.
You're using those skills?
I suppose this is what...
Exactly! He's using the...
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning...
बड़ा अजीब डंजन है। पता नहीं क्या तो है वहाँ पे, कोई प्रॉब्ली अच्छा आइटम होगा, देख लूँगा जाके एक बार।
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind...
Waiting.
Even though we already defeated him? But they act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait. That's way more than just loyalty.
नीचे के चढ़ना ही पड़ेगा। चलो भाई आ जाओ, देखो कैसे नूब हो तुम।
I shall ensure you survive this. Rending you up.
May 1,000
Raging Lunar Storm. Ignite.
हील कर दो।
Leave the chargers to me.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me. Take this.
होगा। एल्फिन के एचपी रिकवर कर लेता हूँ।
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
You've noticed it, haven't
बहुत
you?
बढ़िया, अभी वापस शुरू हो गया।
Notice what?
I'm referring to...
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that one would think after losing the Renasalma, she would be more dismayed. And yet she isn't. There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connect... You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis.
I thought you said all Renans had dark...
Correct. However, what Shion exhibit... Let me be clear. I do not Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we...
Retreat. If you know what's good for you. Armor won't save you. Begin.
Deny! Your wings won't save you from me!
Mind free. Why can't they just sit still? Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Come and face me.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was...
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look desperate.
Blood. Rending you a bloody howling.
Time to burn! Here goes!
The abyssal deep. Here for us.
Time to burn!
drawn out.
Bloody hell!
I'm ready for the next battle. It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed,
I have a bad feeling about this.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
I never miss. They may look cute and
Take
stuff,
this.
but they're vicious.
Here, let
Smash
me
you!
help.
We got fire!
Now, let him go for it.
Prepare to crumble!
I'll heal you all.
The official beat.
Thunder heal. Freezing storm. Steel. Ice tornado.
Inferno torrent! Now! Take this! Heal!
I'll fix you up.
Mirage!
Recover. Not on my watch.
You picked the wrong fight!
Radiant pierce.
Try harder! Dragon Form!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
what's with that shining foe over there?
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
You got company.
A scream bathed in blood, rending you up bloody
Terminate trigger.
Stalagmite!
Arrow squall.
I can shatter any steel! Take this! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Now, Jolie, this one's got your name on it.
Action to action! A merry distraction!
There's still more to go.
Being interrupted.
In here. Flare tornado.
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that. Take it. Primed and ready. Get on in there with the others.
Burn!
Dance in the wind. Air now. Law. Get toasty.
Burn strike!
Dance in the wind.
Take this!
Sleep now. I never miss. This'll come in handy. A whirling struggle.
We did it!
In here.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope to meet you.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Gotta break through!
Dance in the wind. Sleep. I never miss. Eat dirt. Get on here. Where are you going? Is that statue using art? Now it's the everything. And that's my will. Flare tornado. Read the enemy's art to
You're
me.
being targeted! No complaints here!
Searing Texas. And that's my will. Dance in the wind. Air drop.
I've been hit with something!
So even a masochist has his limits.
Not feeling so great. I have no limits! Swallow Blade! This one's all mine! Swallow Blade!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
I owe you, Tion.
Healing is what my art do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
We did it! My turn! Mirage!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
Eternal devastation! Here I come! You're mine!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
You're mine! Execution!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is? We got... some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shiny one?
Let the marksman handle
one's
this.
tough.
Summoning's render.
In a bind?
Eric, not in your dreams. Reload!
Singing pest. I can feel you where you stand.
Field, it's over.
Infernal Torrent!
Let's get you off this way.
Try harder!
Come
one, come all!
Prepare to be sealed, though, fleet on foot. Actually, sound is more appropriate.
Let's talking more doing.
I'm ready! Then connect me.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Scream, baby.
Eternal Devastation!
Thunder field.
Eternal Devastation!
Air thrust.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Hey!
New equipment!
An opponent like this should be easy. Try this! Infernal Torrent! You're mine!
Darkness.
Burn!
First aid.
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
Glacial spear.
Here I come!
Pierce evil.
Swallow Blade!
Elusive deity.
Shattering Photon. Never miss. Now, show him. This one's got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes! A merry distraction.
There's still more to go. Supernova. Air thrust.
Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to...
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegus?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissalma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegus may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some—
But if that red woman has any—
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... There has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renans.
Okay, you two. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about—
Yeah.
Right, here goes! Try this!
Glacial Spear!
Burn in hell!
Art expert coming through!
You're mine!
Lightning condemned!
They
Thunderblade!
Try this!
Do it!
Infernal Torrent!
Healing circle!
Thanks!
There's more where that came from. Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Try this!
Where are you going?
Try this!
Radiant light!
They smite! Infernal Torrent! Here I come! Your
Here, let me help.
blade! Try this! Execution! Okay, here I go! It's my turn!
Divine Street!
Rending you apart!
Hey, Poodle's quiver. I think we're about to be real lucky.
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law.
Yeah, we're getting close.
That